Howdy, howdy. Hey, y'all. Sorry I'm late. I was getting all into fixing my hair and it just got worse and worse. I had to give up. I had to give up. Anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. Oh my God. Can y'all believe it? We're already through May. Jesus Christ. It's depressing, honestly. Depressing. Um, anyway, welcome to the show. I'm OraCola, the OraCola, coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas here on May 27th, 2026. I'm going to be here for a little bit reading the oracles for y'all. So how do you get in on that action? You got to get into the live chat, which means you got to get into your Google account and then log in, get on the live chat in the chat box next to me, not the top chat, the live chat, and type your question for the universe in all caps. And hopefully I'll see it because I'm still very blind. I do have glasses, but we're going to see if I can just do it without because the glasses get all the glare. I don't have the money for the fancy ones that the celebrities wear. I don't have the lighting skills that they got people that do. So anyway, to spare you all the halos, I'm not wearing my glasses. So type it in all caps. And then hopefully I'll see it. I'll spin the Wheel of Fortunes, the old dusty, trusty Wheel of Fortunes. And we do have our new oracle. In case you wasn't here last week, the Fizz Oracle. Good times there. Yeah. Welcome to the show, y'all. I don't got no lotto tickets, so we're just gonna go straight through all the way to the end whenever it ends. And I want to scratch my nose because it itches. Anyway, welcome to the show. I have had a fine week. It's been fine. I've been working my two jobs because I got my seasonal, I got my regular, and the seasonal is about to end, so I'm about to go back to having actual days off, which I don't usually get when I'm working two jobs. And I'm just thinking, what am I going to do with myself? The summer's come up. I don't usually get involved with no summer shit. I don't go to the beach. I don't go to the lake. I don't go to the river. I don't do none of that. I mean, I'm just old and set in my ways. Speaking of old and set in his ways, Apollo's drinking water. Always a good sign. Yeah. Me and him just old biddies together. We're just sitting here. I did nothing today. I didn't have to go to either job. Rare day. And I just slept in, which for me now is like, if I'm still laying in bed at 8 a.m., I'm sleeping in. That's how old farty I have become. And then, yeah, I slept in. I got up. I walked the dog. And then I did nothing all day. Not a goddamn. I took a nap. That was my only accomplishment. I actually napped, which is rare for me. But I worked myself into a state of ennui where I just needed to lay in bed. And I did. And I ended up, I was listening to a podcast because, I can't go to bed just like listening to the fan tick or, people outside. I got to have some kind of womp, 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 womp. So I put on a podcast about some kind of ancient civilization because that's my kick lately. I'm into old shit. And then, yeah, I ended up sleeping. So I had an achievement of a nap. This was my only thing that I did today, aside from this show. So, welcome to my world. Good to see you, Patrick. It's probably just going to be you. Last week it was just like, it was Prance and it was P&G. It was the PPs in the house. And it was a fine show. We had a more intimate session. Just a more intimate session. And Apollo was there, of course. I don't remember if he drank. I don't think he did. But, yeah, he was around. He's shedding right now. So I just swept up a huge old pile of his hair. And there's a lot more that I see that I missed now that these big-ass lights are on. So glad y'all can't see what I see. Patrick, why are they slow-rolling World War III? I told y'all I already think we're in it. It just looks different than we've been taught. The propaganda is that war is all boom, 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 and you're in it, and there's rations and all that. No, I think we've been in the World War for decades at this point. It's just more covert. Like occasionally it'll flare up, kind of like the Earth. There's the plate tectonics, and the shifts are always happening. Like they're always moving. The plates is always moving on the crust is always moving on the mantle or whatever. I don't know all the words. But occasionally there will be going to be some friction and it's going to actually go boom, like a volcano or earthquake or some kind of shit. And so, in theory, yes, it's always happening, but you don't get localized effects all the time. Hear what I'm saying? So I feel like we've been in the World War III. It just don't look like the propaganda told us the war's supposed to look like because we ain't in one of them zones of friction, like immediate friction. Like there's no like volcano about to blow on our piece of land, if you get me. Now there's other things happening that like there's the whole inflation, there's the whole like, fact that anything we do voting wise don't matter. Like it don't matter who you vote for. The same bullshit's gonna keep happening. So yeah. I feel like we've been in one, but I'll spin the wheel anyway because it's fun. That's what I do. That's why I'm here. Goog is invested in a video game, but President, that's fine. You don't have to give me your full attention. I'm not that serious. What is this? A witch oracle. Okay, this seems like some kind of good advice coming from a witch. Oh, we didn't do the ritual. Got to do the ritual first. So we'll get to the witch oracle in a second. First off, we do the ritual. Yes, just because I like it. First thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. Burn the sacred wood. And this old stick is still sticking around. Haha, dad joke. There we go. Burn that sacred wood. And then ring the bell. Ring the copper bell. I was just listening to a thing about the Minoans. They was on Santorini and Crete back before the Greek people was around. And then they had copper trade. That was their big deal. Let's see. Okay, after the burn, we do the spray. We do the Prospera spray, manifesting that good prosperity. And then we do our Florida water anointment of the chakras all the way down, and back up. All right. So now we get to your question. Which? There's a whole lot of these Greek and ancient civilization goddesses, Roman and all that in this deck too. Maybe we'll get one of them from that part of the world. Let's see, World War III. Slow rolling it. What goddess has to say about it? Oh, I got two. Okay. Two of them. One of them's kind of beat up because, I've spilt on this deck a couple times. So this one's like, she really wants to be heard. So Hecate and Sea Witch. Okay, yeah. So I get it. We're in that neck of the woods. Hecate and Sea Witch. They both kind of got a similar outfit going on. And, yeah. Those are your guides for this question, this query. Why the slow roll of World War III? My opinion about it. Let's see what if there's any kind of, stuff about it. Sea Witch, what's her deal? A woman of cool and composed judgment, the Sea Witch reminds us to consider our desires rationally. Knowing ourselves enough to discover what really makes us feel fulfilled takes patience and can change over time. Okay, so Sea Witch is telling you to just chill about it. Don't worry. It ain't that big a deal. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, so this is a whole like Hans Christian Andersen thing, the Sea Witch. This is the one that curses and blesses, or however you want to look at it, the Little Mermaid. And then let's go to Hecate. This is associated with the outcasts and the misfits, goddess of the underworld. Hecate carries two torches to light the way in the darkness and teaches us to see and love the shadow within us, the parts of ourselves that we try and hide or push away. So In other words, embrace the suck. That is the slow roll, covert action of World War III. Embrace it. Maybe figure out a way to make money off of it. This is the way. You know, humans are going to war. They're going to be shitheads to each other. This is how we figure it out. I don't know. It's like horses that get in a fight in the field. You know, they bite and scratch. Occasionally they'll kill each other. But usually one just walks away limping and the bitch of the other horse. So we're just trying to see who's horsey bitch we are right now. Yeah. But anyway, don't worry about it. Make some money. Embrace the suck. It's going to be okay, right? It's going to be okay. Everything lives, everything dies. Our civilization, everything else. It don't matter. You can be like the most advanced civilization in the world and suddenly a fucking earthquake, a fucking volcano, boom, gone. All gone. Everybody's got to live in the cave for 500 years till they figure it out again. Okay. Buy Raytheon stock. Yeah, if you can afford it. Or whatever Israel's military-industrial complex leaders are doing. Yeah, you know, that's a good idea. See who Nancy Pelosi's investing in. I know she's not as relevant as she used to be, but that old hag's still around. So she still got an investment portfolio. Let's see. I'm just trying to get all this hair off these gloves. Failing miserably, by the way. That's some good advice there, yeah. Invest. If you got the cash, invest. Now, you know, most people I know, including myself, don't have any extra money to invest in nothing. Like, any extras is going to, like, things you avoided paying the first time. You know, there's that stack of bills and that stack of going to be bills and that stack of things that need to be done, the stack of things that need to be purchased, the stack of people that need to be paid off, all them things. And you orient them according to which one's going to kick your ass first, right? You prioritize. So, yeah, there's always somebody on the stack for me, folks like me. But if you have your stack taken care of and you got a little extra, kick it toward the military-industrial complex. You will not lose. Not in that way. Does Don Jr. get pegged by his new Israeli or what? I did notice that he got remarried. And I did notice there was some kerfluffle about the president wasn't there. But I didn't look too deeply into it because all these marriages are arranged. They're all show. They're all contractual. They will have a set time limit and then eventually part ways, and money will be exchanged, influence will be exchanged, etc., etc. But as far as him getting pegged, my guess is yes. Most men enjoy being pegged. Even if they don't admit it, eventually they will. They like it up the butt. Men love it up the butt. I mean, and not just if they have a tiny penis. Even ones with a big old dick love it up the ass. Now, they may not like a huge dick up the ass. I don't know. It's up to them. Everybody got their preferences. Okay, but let's see what the oracles say. A portico. How appropriate. Okay, let's see what kind of oracle we get for this. Alrighty. Manifesting. I love it. That's so funny. Random number generator. Random number generator. One day I want to turn that into a song. Because obviously I've been singing it for years at this point. Okay, there's 755 pages in the portico. Which page is going to have our butt sex? Oh, page 33. A Masonic number. Barking up the bat tree. Let's see. Page 33. Is this some Greek shit? Oh, it looks like some Greek shit. That's always promising with the butt sex. Maybe, yes, possibly. It's hard to say because you only get, looks like a man and a woman. Man and Hetaria. I don't know, maybe that's a name for a hooker. But there's definitely some pegging going on in this photo. Maybe just pre-peg action. And I'm not going to say the gender has to be perfect for the action to be correct. You can just do the pegging regardless of who's on the other side. But yeah, there's going to be some pointy thing happening here. So my guess is yes. They always love it up the butt. It's taboo to some, and others, they just are like, yeah, it feels good. I wonder who the third person in the chat who is silent is. Oh, I have no idea. I don't ever pay attention to them things. I used to try to pay attention to how many people was watching me, and then it saw like how few, and it made me depressed. So now I don't even look over there. I just pay attention to who's in the chat. If it's 2 or 3 people, that's great. That gives me enough to keep going. If it's one person, well, it gets a little one-sided. Eventually, we got to kind of wrap it up. 2 people, a little better, but they got to be the kind to actually engage, because that's how this works. Otherwise, I just start talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking about nothing and saying bullshit. They both eat falafel. Ain't much difference between the Greeks and the Israelis. Well, I bet both of them people would have something to say about that. Just because they're this close together don't mean they're the same thing. Just like the urethra and the anus is close together on a female, but it ain't the same thing. Same with a man. Ain't the same. They're just in the same neighborhood, different functions. Okay, it's 9:21. I do have to do my fast food job very early in the morning, so we will not be here all night long, but I will be here as long as y'all want to hang out. And I got a few more minutes left in me, so put them questions in the chat. If you're the looky-loo who's just looky-looing, then don't be afraid. Get in that chat. Type your question. Who is who? You can decide for yourself. Decide for yourself. I will not be a party to your prejudice. Okay, I'm going to spin one for the collective. Oh, another pornicle. We're getting the smut tonight. One more smut page. Let's see what we got going on. New number. Page 64. Oh. When I'm 64. Bump, bump. Maybe it'll be John, Paul, George, and Ringo. I doubt it. 64 is still kind of back in that oldie times. Okay, 64 for the collective this coming week. Oh, this is Pompeii. How appropriate. A civilization that has gone away due to a volcano. You live on the volcano, you reap the benefits and also the destruction. But yeah, this is just a tame old like vanilla scene. She's about to ride that D, and it's all good until the volcano goes off, and then whether or not you get pregnant or you just die a fiery death, you just don't know. There's one of the 2 things that could happen to you back in the olden days. So enjoy it while you can, because eventually some shit's going to go down. This is the reading for the collective. Remember, we are in a covert World War III. Alien disclosure is dripping out, so we might get our blue beam story. And here's the thing: I'm gonna have a problem with blue beam, and I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again because I like to bitch about shit. They are not gonna put enough money into it to make me 100% believe it. They're cheap ass bastards. They already spent all that black budget money on other shit. They got to extort other people and pay other people off. There's grift. There's like money coming off the top. Everybody's getting their cut. So by the time we get to the actual thing, even though collectively as taxpayers we have paid trillions of dollars for this show, it is going to be very, very disappointing. It's going to be on par with a cruise ship version of a musical. This is what we're going to get for Project Bluebeam. So yeah, it's going to be vanilla. It's going to be boring. It's going to be not necessarily anything you want to repeat. But it happened, and there might be consequences. Whether you get knocked up, get a disease, or, you just get a stalker. It can go all kind of ways. The Beetlejuice circle jerk. I think almost all groups do. Come on, you're on the road for how many years together, getting going. You're always on drugs or drinking. Men are horny when they're young. I'm sure all kind of shenanigans happen in that tour van and a bit later on the tour bus. And, you got to bring some groupies into it to make it look legit. But it don't mean your buddy can't be in the corner watching, and y'all can't talk about it later when you're mutual masturbating. Woo! It's just a pornical kind of night. Yeah, I guess so. We'll see. We shall see. Chuck E. Cheese animatronic blue beam. Oh man, that would be even worse. Good Lord. Then, they would just laugh. Everybody would just laugh. They got to put a little effort into it, because most people, the NPCs out there, are probably going to suck it up because they're programmed to, right? They're programmed. It's just the regular, actual people who are going to be like, I think my money should have paid for better. It ain't like I'm getting a refund on this ticket. There ain't no box office for me to go to say, hey, bitch, this movie sucks. I want my $12.50 back. And your popcorn sucks. I don't even buy popcorn at the movies no more. It always is disappointing. It's never good. And I don't want to deal with the aftermath of the inevitable thing that's stuck in my teeth the rest of the day, and I got no floss on me, and it drives me fucking up the wall. Not my favorite kind of thing. All the money went to luxury underground cities. Yeah, well, you know what's funny? Here's the thing. All them underground cities rely on some kind of power. And I know that the man thinks he's got it figured out with his secret power strips of solar and, wind or whatever secret thing he thinks he's got. Eventually, the mold is going to take over. You're living in the underground, it gets damp. It's damp. And eventually, the mold is going to take over. And unless you got all the chlorine bleach in the known universe stored down there with you, it's going to be a battle. Eventually, that mycelium is going to get to you. I don't even know if I said it right, but y'all know what I mean. The mold is going to be a problem in them bunkers. And the man ain't figured it out yet. He's just hoping it ain't going to be as bad as he thinks it's going to be. Because he knows he's not going to last down there for 10 years, much less the 100 years he's planning to. Mold's going to get you. That mold is going to get you. Don't count out the little guy. Prince. Oh, hey, Prince. Good to see you. I guess you were the looky-loo. I heard today the plans to start getting people living on the moon. Will Trump build a hotel there? You know what? If anything like that ever happened, I would laugh so hard, and I would say, I believe now that we are living in a simulation. This is a game. This is some bullshit. There's no fucking way Trump gets his hotel on the moon. However, if it ever did happen, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong, and I will have a good laugh. Okay. What do we got? Tarot. Okay. Let's see what card we get for Trump and his moon shot. It'll be the scientists working there. No, Trump ain't going to build no fucking free place for scientists to stay. That's what the government's for. If anything happens on the moon that's touristy, Trump might decide to put his name on it. But at this point, he will be dead, or it'll be his sons, his pegged sons, who are doing the work. So who knows? It might just be a license and deal with the name. Actually, some other entity is going to be taking on the cost and the risk. And they're just licensing the name for X% of whatever profits plus a commission. That's how these things work. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe the bunkers are red herons to hide cover for the giant secret space. Yeah, maybe up there there's just like a ton of space stations going around. Oh, what do we got? The cups. Okay, well, look, you got to go with your gut on this. Your feelings. What do you think about it? What do you think about Trump possibly putting his license name and image on a hotel on the moon? And you know, no scientists are going to be there because they're all staying in the equivalent of the Antarctic Research Station way the fuck over there. But this one resort, hypothetical resort on the moon with Trump's name, is probably going to have certain amenities. Maybe you need to think about those amenities and how you feel about them. What do you think about having red light therapy on the moon? What about that sauna on the moon? What about that spa package where you get the facial with moon rocks exfoliation? Of course, you got to put the moon in there somehow. You get a cocktail, you get a massage with moon rocks, you know, keeping it going. And then what else? What else? There's always some, oh yeah, there's some finger sandwiches, like little finger foods. That's your half spa day. And then if you wanted the whole experience, then you get an additional treatment plus access to the plunge pool. This is how it's going to work. I'm not saying I'm psychic. I'm just saying that's probably how that package is going to shape up. You might get a cocktail if you're lucky and you're in the premium Trump Hotel loyalty tier. That's complimentary. Even though Trump don't drink, he allows other people to drink on his properties because he knows where his bread is buttered. Okay. Human hunting. Well, that's dark. I was going for a lighter thing, but yes, maybe there will be a laser tag kind of situation, but with actual people. Because, you know, they're going to die eventually if you don't give them the proper equipment to live on the moon. So you give them the bare minimum spacesuit. You put them out there in the middle of the arcade. And then the rich people descend upon the maze and eventually have fun shooting at the poor little sap who's going to die anyway. And I'm saying that because that would be me. You know, it's the evolved version of the Roman Colosseum is that laser tag human prey thing on the moon at the Trump resort. I didn't say it first, but if that actually happens and I don't get part of the money as compensation for my idea, I will sue. Oh, it's 9:33. Another 33 in the chat. It's all Masonic until it's all satanic, until it's all the same, until David Icke is just like points a light in the universe, having an experience. And he still gets pissed off when people don't credit him for saying that shit. Well, listen, David, so many other people have said it before you. Oh, no. Oh, no, did I just die? I said the D word and I just died. What just happened? Did y'all come back to me? Am I still here? Am I still here? I sure hope I'm still here. Y'all let me know. Because I feel like the stream just stuttered. Okay. Literally when I said the D word, it stopped. It stopped. I saw my light on my computer stop transmitting. And my face was like frozen. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, well, anyway, I'll stay away from that. No more D word tonight. No more D word. They listening to me. Of course they are. That's why I get like 2 people to watch every year. And it's all the people who always knew I was there. I never get new folks. Rarely do I get new folks. It's just not pushed in the algorithm, and that's fine. It's a small show. I say a lot of stuff that a lot of people will be upset about if they actually heard it. So it's probably best for me to keep it in my corner. But just saying, the man is throttling my views. I know he is. Any tea? Oh, I don't know about tea. I don't have no tea. I mean, aside from the usual stuff that I've noticed, no tea. I've just in the middle of my examination of ancient civilization, I've come to realize that everything is so cyclical. Like, you know this, but you don't actually remember it until it's thrust in your face again and again and again. And so many civilizations out there, ancient ones that like rose up and got good and then like fell either from natural disaster or war, famine, all this shit. And there's also that whole thing I was into last week, which I'm still kind of into, but like, how does the magnetic field on the earth play into this cycle of destruction? Like, is there a cycle of how the magnetism of the earth's magnetic field weakens and strengthens, and then how the sun lets certain things in and how that affects the crust and all this stuff, and then our bio rhythms with our everything's electrical kind of shit. Like, if you're living in a spot where the magnetic field is weak, then your whole body is struggling to live, especially if you don't get outside and get enough sun. Like, there's a whole thing that I've been in, like a whole thing. And it's hard to like even go to work in the morning because you just wake up and you're like, well, god damn it, I'm just going to go get under blue lights around like non-near EMF bullshit, everything. There's a fucking thing on my head. I change sides every couple of hours just because I want the cancer to be even. I just don't want a big old tumor on one side. I want the tumor to be symmetrical. I'm vain. But yeah, so many things. And I'm just like, ugh, it's too much. It's too much. Anyway, sorry, I went on a spiral. Are then spirals under the pyramids real, and what are they? Okay, yeah, I have not even gotten that far into the new LiDAR situation under the pyramids. Haven't got there yet, but I'm getting there. Okay, here we go. Oh, a tarot, I love it. I love it. Another one. Okay. So yeah, getting them back on that earth magnetism thing. There's speculation by some folks that the reason that certain things are built the way they are, pyramids and such, is that they are it's somehow enhancing the magnetism of the area. Same with the stone circles. And this is good for your body because, it's an electric universe and we're all like getting magnetism from things. And if everything's off, then we're not getting what we need and our mitochondria can't do their job. There's a lot of words that are big that I don't understand that I'm saying right now because I'm channeling, but y'all get it. Y'all get it. I just like say things and y'all get it. I hope. Oh my God. Are you going to stay up tonight? No, you should not, because this is blue light in your eyes. This is bad for you. Not unless you have them red glasses, in which case it's still not advised. Like, what I'm doing right now is deadly. I'm sacrificing my life for y'all. And y'all are sacrificing your lives for me to watch a little bit, unless you got your red glasses on, in which case, more power to you. Maybe I should be like one of them weirdo influencers who's always got the red light glasses on. I do have them. But then I would have to stop doing my makeup, and then in which case I would just give up. Doing the makeup is like the only part of the show that actually makes me want to do the show. Every other time I'm like, ugh, I did this show again. And then I'm like, no, I'm putting on the makeup. I'm doing the show. Okay, you have your amber screen. I heard them things ain't as good as having the actual thing on your eyes. But even better is giving up all this luxury, including the OraCola, and going to bed at dusk and waking up at sunrise and never using any kind of screen without them protective glasses on and sitting outside in the sun. Yeah. So many things I don't do. I did not go outside at all today except to walk Apollo. It was a little cloudy, but I could have got outside more. I did not. I'm a cave creature. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, swords. Yeah, so use your logical sense. Use your logic here. Do you really think there's more to the pyramids than we've been told? Do you think possibly that there are researchers coming out now with new information? Do you think possibly this could be some kind of psyop? Some kind of thing that has been thrown out to distract you from another situation nearby that could be also causing problems. Anyway, there's so many ways you could go with this, but I trust you to trust your gut and also your intellect. So take in all the information and make a judgment. I don't have access to that particular LiDAR machine, and even if I did, I would not know how to use it, nor would I know how to read what comes out on the computer screen that it's supposedly telling me. None of that is real to me. The only thing that's real is what I'm doing right now, which is sitting in front of some bright lights, talking to y'all supposedly over the internet, in my apartment with my dog who is shedding like crazy. And I just heard a plane go by. The airplane in the sky just went by. And then aside from that, occasionally a person will walk by and I'll hear them talk. But, there's other people out there that might be an NPC. It might be a real person. Impossible to know unless you talk to them. Usually I don't engage. My dog just whined, which means he wants to go out soon, which is fine. I'll take him out after this. But it's all happening during World War III. All of this shit's happening during World War III. Probably an Amazon drone. I ain't seen no Amazon drone. Not yet. I will be shocked and surprised when I do. Just like I was shocked and surprised the first time I saw a driverless car. The first time I saw a robot delivering food. Now, yes, they did have this happen in a certain part of town. I did witness the little robot going over the sidewalk with whatever it had inside. And I was like, that's so weird. And I don't think that business is happening in town anymore because I ain't seen one of them robots. But the driverless cars is still coming around. So yeah, I see the robots. Another there. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do about it? The Amazon drone, I tell you this, probably ain't going to stop me in the corridor and ask me in broken English where this number is. And then I have to try to point and explain with gestures that it's in that building, in the third corridor, but on the third floor. That don't translate very well in body language unless you actually go there, and I ain't got that kind of time. The best I can do is when somebody is too lazy to bring my third floor neighbor's package up to them, and this happened several times. They will leave it at my door so they can get their precious picture saying they left it at a door. But I have to walk that shit up to the third floor. It don't make me happy. APD had drones at ACL. Well, I'm sure they did. The government gave all them police departments money to buy that shit because they had a contract with some military Raytheon whoever to sell the drones to the police departments. It's all grift. It comes back around. It's like, okay, we'll give you this money, but you have to spend it in this place because it's actually a kickback. Oh my God. All right, it's 9:44, y'all. I've been here about 40 minutes, 39, 32. There's a counter now that's new. I didn't used to know how long it was on, but yeah, if you got a question, put it in the chat. Otherwise, I don't got no lotto ticket this week, so this is the end. The only end, my friend. Woo! All right. I'm going to do one more for the collective, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all have a wonderful week. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Oh, a tarot again. Yay. We got more tarot than Pornicle this week. This is a victory. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week. Whether or not World War III is happening, I don't fucking know. Whether or not the alien invasion is happening, I don't fucking know. Whether or not I get a paycheck in my bank, I don't fucking know until it shows up. Everything's uncertain. Nothing is guaranteed. I don't even know if I'm going to survive the night. If I don't, then anybody who lives near me, I hope they will report my rotten corpse ass sooner rather than later. Because, they want to rent this unit out again as soon as possible. Oh, this one just threw itself out. Okay. Strength. Y'all, strength. It might be dicey out there, but you have the power to get it under control in your little world. Your little corner of the world is dependent on you to be strong. And you got what it takes. You just got to believe in yourself and understand that you understand the man is stupid. The man tries to be smart. He's mostly dumb. He's just in power because whether you believe he's like possessed by some kind of reptilian lizard, or whether he's like just summoning some Sumerian demon, or whether you think he's just stupid and got there because multiple generations before him was just, in power already, and they just haven't figured out how to fail quite hard yet. I don't know. All I know is I am where I am, and I stay there by the grace of the universe, by not being weak, by being strong and toughen up. And when the bad shit happens, I take it. When the good shit happens, I'm grateful. And I'm grateful for all of it as long as I get to ride this ride. So, there you go, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful week. It'll be June. Oh my God, it'll be June next time we meet. Next Wednesday will be June. Can't believe it. Anyway, yeah, we're doing it all again. So, are we there yet? I don't fucking know. But we're still on the ride, y'all. Okay? I hope y'all have a wonderful time. Until next time, I love y'all.